Hey, Hardin County, it's Michelle Labus, and I'm here to report on the January 2nd Hardin County Commissioners meeting. Um, they had their pending, so the minutes, they approved the mileage rate for 2025. They had a vision software contract that they signed, and Hardin Hills got a 3% increase in their pay, which I see that coming down from different departments. It's a 3 to 4% increase. They have 4 people still working out there. Brandy Baum, she is not on this paper, but I think she was done in a different resolution that her employment got pushed out until, I think, till the end of January. So I'm assuming there's still 5 people there. It is interesting because remember, Hardin Hills the building is completely empty and there's no residents. And so you're looking at paperwork and where they're scanning the documents to get them digital. But we've got Sharon Houston had an increase of $1.80 per hour, so she's up to $61.76 an hour. Jay Jameson, which is maintenance, is now up to $28.43. Nancy Motter is $25.46, and Jay Wilson is $41.20 an hour. And so good pay out there. I'm just surprised that with the lack of normal work that you still get a pay increase. So, but you know what? They can afford it. They got lots of money. Okay, so Holly Underwood came in at 9:30 and had an update. The local revolving fund. Now, I don't know if I've missed the complete resolution of the kitchens debacle. I know they were trying to get that resolved by the end of the year, so I'm going to assume that that they did get that finished up. They had somebody local who was interested in the revolving loan, but they had nothing new to report on the second here. WealthWorks was let's see, they have a meeting January 10th meetings, and I think she invited Fred maybe to come as far as growth of, and using local, okay, so this idea of using our local assets to help our community grow, which is not a novel idea, but going to this meeting to talk with these people about how to do that and maximize the assets that we already have in our community. So they had expansion meetings with like Precision Strip, and then follow-up meetings with Graphic Packaging as far as I think them expanding and what that looks like. Again, it's better to listen to her meeting because this is all very high level stuff. This Enterprise Zone webinar she attended gave her some ideas. They talked about simpler paperwork. So when these companies have to file annual paperwork, that some of the stuff is just plug and play, right? That it's like the same thing every year. And so simplifying it, making it easier for them to fill out so that you get better data out of that type of activity. They want to put together a tax incentive review panel. So somebody, I don't know who looks over those or who approves the tax incentives for the incoming businesses, but I think they want to put a panel together for that. There were some resources that came that they talked about. So the breakfast speaker that they had this last time was Sift Food, maybe. It's the Northwest Ohio Manufacturers Efficiency Services Association, and it focused on food services, but it was really just about making things efficient, and that they would be willing to come in and help with those kind of resources. And then BGSU, Advanced Manufacturing Group, again, is another one that said, hey, we have some resources that, you know, if you guys want to come and use those, you know, we can make those available to you. So they had their holiday luncheon was 160 people. They have to do follow-up with the legislation for the community reinvestment, I think. And then Heritage Ohio is going to team up with the Downtown Revitalization Group. They have their annual meeting in February for their nominations. And I wrote down social media here. I think they want to maybe have a better social media progress this next year. And it was kind of interesting at the end of the meeting, which Fred has been on the Alliance board this past year at least. I don't know if he was on it longer, but he's handed that over to Joe. And they're having this regional county commissioners association come. And so he brought up that to Holly and was kind of pushing it off on Holly, that it's like, oh, you'll organize that for us, right? And you'll get our location and contact and do all those things. And, you know, when I was sitting in there, I thought, well, that's not really Holly's job. That's the commissioner's job, and their secretaries can, you know, put that on. They can handle that. And so Holly, of course, was gracious and was like, oh, you know, okay. But then today, because I'm doing this in the future, is that Fred was talking to the girls today about scheduling the location and, you know, those kind of things. So thankfully Holly didn't get this pushed off on her, and that they are going to handle that in-house at the commissioners. And you know, they can, you know, it's a big deal to have to put on a big event like that. So anyways, that's all that was really happened for January 2nd. And, you know, obviously go back and listen to Holly's speech. She does a better job of letting you know what she's doing. And we'll talk at you later. Thanks.